Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for watching and welcome to your bonus video. I'm Ashley Bernardi, founder of Nardi Media and former network TV producer. Over the past 20 years, I've helped hundreds of experts, authors, mission-driven brands share their message with the media without the hype, burnout, or selling out, which I think is super important. So if you've landed here, you know I care about making a real impact. We call it PR with purpose here at Nardi. And before you hit send on that media pitch or even think about reaching out to a journalist, I want to save you from some of the most common mistakes that can completely derail your efforts. So this bonus video is called the top 5 mistakes people make before going public and how to avoid them. So let's jump right in and get a pen and paper. Here's mistake number 1, thinking that your story is the story. And I see this all the time. People pour their hearts into their business, their book, their research, and when they pitch the media, the story is all about them. Amazing, how amazing company, this amazing company. But here's the truth, your story is not the story. The media want to know why now. Why is this? Why does it matter to their audience? So do this instead. Lead with the bigger picture. What trend are you a part of? What problem are you solving that millions of people care about right now? Okay, mistake number 2 is pitching too soon. So you've got the pitch idea, the website, maybe your book coming out, and you're excited. But if your message isn't crystal clear, pitching too soon can lead to silence or worse, a no from a top outlet that you might not get to pitch again. So do this instead. Get clear on your soundbite. Practice articulating your message in 1 to 2 sentences clearly, simply, and powerfully. You can speak this out loud. So ask yourself, could a 5th grader understand what I do and why it matters? I recommend writing your message down, recording yourself on your phone, on your Zoom, and then speaking it out loud. Listen to the playback. So again, ask yourself, could a 5th grader understand what I do and why it matters? Okay, mistake number 3 is sending a generic pitch. Journalists get hundreds, if not thousands, of email pitches a day, and a pitch that starts with "Dear producer," or even worse, "To whom it may concern," is gonna go straight to the trash. So do this instead. Personalize your pitch. Mention the reporter's recent work. Show them you've done your homework. Follow them on social media. Make the subject line pop with relevance. I often like to include the journalist's name in my email subject line, and you don't want to make it too long. There's also studies that show if you put email subject lines with all lowercase, it's more likely to be opened. So I always recommend also just experiment with your subject lines. So again, do it instead, personalize your pitch, mention the reporter's recent work, follow them on social media. All right, mistake number 4, trying to be everything to everyone. A pitch that says, I can talk about parenting and politics and nutrition and time travel. Okay, I'm kidding on the last one, not time travel, but you get the point. It lacks focus. You can't talk about all the things. You need to do this instead. Lead with one clear, specific hook. You can build on it later, but when pitching, less is more. This also goes down to your word count. I mean, you should try to keep it to 2 paragraphs tops. Mistake number 5 is ignoring the timing and relevance. So pitching a story on financial planning in mid-December, that's not going to land, guys. Timing and newsworthiness are everything in the media. Everything. Do this instead. Tie your pitch to the news cycle, to seasonal trends, to what's top of mind right now, to current events. The best pitches feel urgent and aligned with people with what they're already talking about. So here's an example. I actually just got off a phone call. We were talking about how September is National Recovery Month. September is also National Childhood Cancers Awareness Month. It's also Self-Improvement Month. So if you're pitching for yourself or your company for September, you need to be thinking about what that pitch is going to be in July and start pitching it in August in order to get those placements, right? So those are some of the seasonal trends. There's always the holiday pitches, the Thanksgiving and the gratitude pitches. I will also say this, there is an awareness day and a holiday for everything. I think you can go to something that's called National Day Calendar, or just like Google like awareness months for October. You will find something that aligns with your message. Okay, so remember, do this instead. Don't ignore that timing and relevance. Tie your pitch to the news cycle, to seasonal trends, and what's top of mind right now. There's also something we call news jumping. It's also called news jacking. So let's say there's breaking news. There's a new climate report out. There's new data out. You can also use that because reporters and journalists, they are data driven and they also look for timeliness and how relevant this is. And they also ask themselves, why does my audience care? So it's a news organization. You absolutely must tie your pitch to the news cycle. And remember, it's not about your company, your book, your expertise. It's about what the viewer, the audience can learn. Why should they care? So think of yourself or your company as an educator. There's a problem that is out there and you can solve it. And here's our advice and talking points. All right. So if you've made some of these mistakes, do not worry. Everybody does it. But now you know better and you can pitch better. So remember, it's not about you, it's about the audience. Focus on your message, personalize it, be relevant, and most importantly, lead with purpose. You have something important to share with the world, and the media can help you do that. I am cheering you on. If you want to dive deeper or work with my team to refine your message and pitch it powerfully, you can find more at nardimedia.com. Thanks for watching and go pitch with purpose.